Due to Hurricane Helene, I have no power. I have not had power the past 4 days, and I have no idea when it turns on. So I am currently at my friend's house recording this review for a movie that I am so excited for, and I can't have my good, great microphone and better quality and better sound, but I apologize, it's just for the time being, so let's talk about one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Joker, Folie, Deux stars Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, and it's about Arthur Fleck is in Arkham, awaiting his trial for the crimes as Joker. But while struggling with his dual identity, Arthur not only stumbles upon his true love, but also finds the music that he's always been inside of him. From director Todd Phillips, the man that brought you the original Joker and the classic The Hangover, comes Joker, Folie, Deux, also known as Joker 2. So this was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. When the original came out in 2019, it was my favorite movie of that year. I absolutely love that original Joker. I actually wrote a paper on the movie, and it's also going to be a part of my senior seminar project next semester to graduate. So like, that original movie I've seen many times, I appreciate, but it's also a movie a lot of people are divided on, and before this one came out, Joker 2, the reactions were the same thing. I didn't watch any video reviews, but I did see social media reactions, and it's been very divisive, so I got to see it early tonight in IMAX, and I have to tell you, I walked out with a large crowd, and there were so many people literally saying, that movie was ass. That movie was a good part too. There was talks in the crowd in the literal lobby of my movie theater. And I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, I think this is a disappointment. Yes, I was very excited for this movie, and I walked out saying, it's not what I expected. Will I give this a rewatch and appreciate it more maybe in a few months when I get to see it again? Maybe. Honestly, I could see it even sooner and appreciate it more. I just don't know for a first reaction. I walk out and I say, there's a lot of good, but there's just stuff I'm not in love with. So let's start off with the positives. First things first, the movie's beautiful. This movie should be nominated for Best Cinematography without a question. It is literally gorgeous. We have the original, I think it was the original person who did the score for the first movie, which won the Oscar. The music in this movie is absolutely amazing. The score in particular, it is so good. I loved the music in this movie. The score is so powerful in IMAX. And of course, you have Joaquin Phoenix, who is coming back for his award-winning performance as Joker, which is very rare to see a guy win Best Actor and then do a sequel to the movie. And for this movie, I mean, he kills it. He is amazing. Even his singing voice, which we'll get to, he is absolutely amazing in this movie. He carries a lot of this movie, truly. And he also has Lady Gaga, who does give a very good performance, but I do wish there was more inclusion of their love story, which we'll get to. But she, in the supporting role in this movie, is fantastic, and I love what the movie is trying to do with Arkham and this Arkham Asylum and Gotham, because everyone has a complete vision on the Joker of what happened in that original movie. This movie is kind of a courtroom movie and a musical. Yes, so yeah, the movie has singing. It has Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga in many scenes singing, and it does play into the part of Joker and Arthur Fleck's personality traits. This movie does go into deep conversations of like, is Arthur Fleck still there, or is it Joker now? Who are we seeing? Who are we talking to? And how is Arthur Fleck seeing the world? And he's seeing it through Joker, but also seeing it through music. And the music in this movie with the characters is literally singing around. And in the first movie, he did a lot of dancing, and the music was powerful for him. Obviously, watching that show, when he came out and he was dancing to the music, like, that's a huge part for this movie. Unfortunately, I just did not like it. I didn't buy it. It felt off. Every time they started singing, like, I was like, like, I don't know, because like, I don't mind musicals, but the thing is with this movie being a part 2 to a movie that wasn't a musical, watching this movie, I just couldn't get into it. It's like every time it was in the courtroom, or it was Arthur Fleck who was just looking at people and like seeing like him cheering it on, like him appreciating like I'm being noticed now, like those themes were really good. And I feel like in the original movie, where it was way more about mental health, this movie is trying to make the audience challenge what you are seeing in the movie, which I appreciate. I just wish we didn't see it through music, is my issue. I just feel like the music elements didn't work for me. It just completely took me out of the movie, but I'll give it credit. Like, the actual scenes themselves, amazing to look at. The production. My favorite music scene is the courtroom one. When you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. There is an amazing shot of Joaquin staring at the camera as the Joker. It's probably my favorite shot in the movie. But, like, I walk out of this movie and there's a lot of stuff I like, and there's a lot of good. But again, the music and like the themes of like mental health and what Joker is and Arthur Fleck, I just feel like they were really messy. But I feel like Todd Phillips knew what he wanted to do. He knew what he wanted to do with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, which felt really like sidelined. And I like when she's in the movie, but their relationship to me never got the development of like Harley and Joker. Like, I never felt it. I just felt like it was a person who was there giving more support to him. And at the end of the movie, you can definitely make a conversation of like, who is Harley Quinn to Joker, without spoiling anything about the movie. But I think the movie's gonna have its fans. I think the movie has a lot of good, but I will say, after watching it, I just feel like it was unnecessary. I will say it. When the movie ended, and how it ended, I was like, okay, there's not gonna be a part 3. This is the ending of the story. And I feel like the first movie had a better ending. And after watching this movie, I feel like, you know what? It feels like the studio was like, give us one more. We'll give you all the money, $200 million, but please give us one more movie. And it just felt like a lifeless movie after I left. I was like, you know, the first one just was perfect in my opinion. That this one just felt had good conversational pieces, but nothing like the first one, and I left disappointed. I'm gonna give Joker Folie a Deux a C. Once again, I really do apologize for the audio quality, the lighting quality. I really apologize. There's literally nothing I can do. I cannot record in my house. I have no internet. I have no power. It sucks. So, yeah, it was disappointing for me to do this video here and the movie itself, but let me know what you think. Go see it, make your own opinion, and I want to hear, because this one's going to be divisive. People are going to love this movie, but a lot of people out of my theater were like, this movie was trash and pointless. I agree with the pointless part, but it wasn't trash. And you guys enjoy this movie review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.